we weren't gonna just let it slide that my boy Mikal Bridges got put on the move,
Mm.
headed over to the Knicks. Knicks are also able to bring back OG Anunoby. They get rid of a lot of first rounders in the trade to get Mikal because over the it's gonna be in the second apron. Won't be able to use them. But Rem, I mean, how many teams do you now have over the Knicks with this kind of roster? Julius Randle also still on the team. Isaiah
Were you gonna say
Hartenstein.
Irving?
I was Julius. I don't know where I was gonna go with that. But Julius Randle, Hartenstein. I mean,
Orange?
they still got other players on this team. Um, yeah. I mean, how many contenders do you have above them, and do you think they have a shot to win the title?
Well, let me ask you this first, quick, because Hartenstein might not be there. They brought back Anunoby. I don't know if they're gonna.
Yeah.
Well, it's not that I don't know if they couldn't re-sign Hartenstein. Like they're capped out on the number that they could give him, and there's other teams that could potentially offer him more. So he may just want the payday, or he might be like, "Hey, I want to be an honorary Villanova member and just take the pay cut and try to win the title." I guess if he goes to somewhere like OKC or whatever, he could potentially get the bag and do both. So it might not matter. But I guess a would you have? Is there a sneaky world where you would have liked them to keep Hartenstein and maybe add another piece or two versus Anunoby? And then B, like, what does
Mm.
potentially losing Hartenstein, like, what kind of, how much does the needle move for that? Is it just like a little bit?
Yeah, just a little bit. I'm gonna tell you right now, OG Anunoby is definitely a lot more important to me as a player instead of Hardenstein. Now, Hardenstein, very valuable still. Probably will bring him back. At this point, just go all in. But if you're gonna bring in either a center who can't shoot, or you bring in a 3-and-D wing who can guard anyone, and then just further makes your team more switchable. And their goal right now is to beat the Celtics. So you pretty much become the Celtics. That's what you do. I mean, right before this past season, Celtics got rid of Rob Williams, another big man on the team, went a little bit smaller, and look where they're at now. And this team will still have Mitchell Robinson. Hopefully, he'll stay healthy. Um, but yeah, if they have to pick, if I'm dumb and I have to pick between OG Anunoby and Hardenstein, I mean, there's no question. There's a
Well,
reason why
Hartenstein and
OG
like
is
a
getting
role
212.
other piece or two.
Yeah, still. I mean, at this point, you just gotta get, in the playoffs, you're gonna still go down to how many players? Like five or six, especially with Tibbs as a coach. It's gonna be even a tighter rotation than normal. So kind of doesn't matter that you have depth because Tibbs doesn't use it.
Hmm. And the reason I agree with you as well is because I was thinking one of the reason Hartenstein is valuable is not just the defense outstanding, but also Bridges wing defense. Like Hartenstein gives you a little more defensive versatility at the big position. So I was thinking for a second that maybe that's a little bit more valuable. But then I was thinking with Anunoby, he's secretly really good at guarding centers and really
Yeah,
good at
he's
guarding big
big.
men as well too. So he's not going to be Hartenstein in terms of guarding centers in that way. But you're right. Like he's going to be able
Yeah.
to hold up against those big men in a way that he's going to cover for some of the stuff that Hartenstein would give him when they go to those smaller lineups. And I think he could potentially be small ball five for him. Like that, forget Randall being small ball five. I think it would be Anunoby. That'd be like the defensively, anyways, be the small ball five if
Yeah.
they wanted to get super tricky.
The best lineup for the Knicks does not have Randall in it. I think, in my opinion, I don't have Randall in it. Um, the best starting five. I mean, obviously now you have Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges. Um, who am I forgetting? OG
Even
Anunoby, and
so,
then
you're
yeah,
putting
DiVincenzo.
DiVincenzo over Randall.
Yeah, yeah, I would.
So that smells like a trade request for me for Randall.
I
You think
mean, who's
Randall's going to
gonna take
be?
him? I've been said they should have traded him, but I don't know who's gonna take him.
Do you think Randall would be okay with being the sixth man and sitting at the end of games, or maybe not the sixth man, but sitting at the end of
You'll
games?
have to be. He'll have to be. I mean, I think he was already, wasn't he? Well, I guess he's just injured, but yeah, I guess he'll have to be.
Is Randall going to become like a weirdly attractive salary cap number because he's only making like $30 million a year?
Mm, he'd be good to dump some salary.
I don't know. I feel like, am I secretly starting to be back in on Julius Randle?
Oh my gosh. You want to go back and rewatch when he was playing in the playoffs?
Nah, that's
That
true. The
series,
shooting was
couple
not.
series.
The shooting was tough.
I'm telling you, I mean, I get it. It was more than one playoff series run. It was the last two playoffs runs, and this team is looking to be a playoffs team, and they have a legit player. You know, some people are putting in top 10 players in the league, and so when you have a star like that, kind of got to go with the sure bet. And if they weren't banged up, there's a high chance they make it push to the conference finals where they've already played a team that they're looking to beat. So, you know, I really do think if they were healthy, they would have gone to the conference finals, and they were one or two pieces away. And Mikal Bridges is one of them.
So
Definitely can do it.
Randall's at like 29 million next year, but he's got a 15% trade kicker. So that puts him at about $34 million, if I did the math correct on that. And then he'll have a player option the year after that. Slide in the DMs if I did the math wrong. But Randall at like 35 million next year. It's not bad if you're another team.
Is it? I mean, regular season Randall is pretty good, but I mean, you're paying that much for a little bit worse than an all-star player, you know?
Would you trade Wiggins for Randall?
No.
If you're Golden State or if you're New York?
Yeah, I wouldn't. If I'm New York, I'm taking the deal every day.
I'm not doing that if I'm New York.
Great.
I would keep Randall easy. Say no way.
What? What? You're gonna get a bench player who you know can play some defense, and you know the scoring is on and off, but you already have that. I just think that I'm so done with Randall.
I would rather keep Randall on my bench and lose him for nothing over Wiggins, maybe. I'd have to sit and think
You
about
said
it.
him versus
I would need you to talk me into
Wiggins.
it.
Him versus Wiggins, not for nothing. You know, he's still an asset. We're not gonna say for nothing, but him and over versus Wiggins.
This is why I would never let a team hire me alone. I'd be like, it's gotta be, it's gotta be, I gotta have Sam talk me down. Otherwise, I'm just being like, no,
I'm just saying.
Randall's in the starting lineup. No, I wouldn't disagree with you that they shouldn't have all the Villanova guys out there. I just think it's tough. And maybe Randall just super buys in. I'm not saying that that's the problem. I just think he should be talented enough to be one of the five guys on the court. And maybe he earns it. Yeah. Maybe he earns it back. I guess we're not thinking about that. Is a road that we're not thinking about either. Is maybe he just wins his spot back and outplays DiVincenzo or Josh Hart or something.
We'll see. That's the hope. But right now it's not looking good. I mean, his team is that good, so I don't. Yeah, I don't know.
I forgot you asked me what teams I had above them for did you want for the East or for the whole league?
For the whole league. We can do whole league.
Oh, let me pull
up the East. It's pretty easy. I think it's just the Celtics, right?
Maybe. Let me just double check. I guess we still don't know fully what so we're doing current, right? We're not just like projecting out. This is a moment in time.
Yeah, this season, yeah.
But like, I can't like assume that the Sixers are going to get good pieces yet, right? Because they haven't done it.
No. We have to do it right now, yeah.
So the Sixers only have Embiid and Paul Reed. Yeah, I'd probably rather have the Knicks.
Well, Maxey.
Well, he's a restricted free agent right now, technically.
Okay, well,
I want to be
Maxey's
that guy.
On that team.
IT, cut that out. I felt bad when I said it.
He'll probably go, but
I don't know. Like, how much better are they than a peak New Orleans? Should I zag?
Oh my god, Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson is better than anything on.
I'm just a peak Zion. Zion, we saw at that Lakers game before he got hurt.
Exactly, before he got hurt. We're talking
Brunson
about
got hurt
now,
too this year.
Yeah, but that's right now, though.
So if it was, I'm not saying the Lakers would make the finals, but just hypothetically to put him in a series, if it was Lakers Knicks in a series, you would pick the Knicks.
If it was a If it was a what series, I'd take the Knicks.
Lakers, Knicks.
Lakers, Knicks. Yeah, I'd definitely take. That's close. That's close. I don't know. Thankfully, they're only competing in the East, so
I know
I
that's
think
the
it would be
secret to this
close.
whole thing is the Eastern Conference might be a walk
Yeah,
in the cake.
exactly.
The other secret is maybe everybody just got hurt in the East last year and it might be hard again. Pause.
I don't know. Like, are the Bucks going to be that much better? They were looking
If
bad
they're
before
healthy,
Giannis got
but
injured.
if Giannis is actually playing in the playoffs, it's gonna be harder. Pause.
Yeah, but Giannis can't do everything.
But he wasn't. But the thing is, he wasn't there. He wasn't even on the court.
Yeah, no, you're right. But that team was still struggling even with Giannis. I mean, they went through what, 4 coaches in a year?
I don't think it was it four. Was it 4 in a calendar year? Was it really? I was
Yeah,
gonna say
I
you're
think it was
crazy, but
because
you
it's
might. I think you might be
Budenholzer.
right.
It was that one guy. Then it was,
Was
I
it
think there was
Prunty?
one guy before. Yeah, there was one guy, the interim, and then there was the guy they actually hired, and then there was Doc Rivers. So yeah, 4 coaches in a year.
Because they went from Darvin Ham or not Darvin Ham. They went from Griffin. Yeah, they would have had Coach Bud. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right. Wow, 4 coaches in a year.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
exactly.
That's crazy. But it would still. I mean, maybe now series are going 7 games and playoff series are just tougher. More grueling.
You know, I
I don't know.
don't
I think
know.
the Dalton Connect. He might get 25 on the Knicks. You never know. Dalton Connect versus
But
DiVincenzo. Dalton Connect might play DiVincenzo off the court. No, I don't know. But
uh,
I mean, who's stopping? Is Wemby? Do they have a Wemby stopper yet? If the Spurs somehow make the finals with Castle, Castle
with
doing his best.
Castle, they're making the final. Oh, gosh,
Castle doing his best Anunoby impression. Castle as a mini
that's great.
Anunoby.
I don't know about that. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know what Castle's going to look like. What they're going to let him do because he's got an idea of what he wants to do, and then it will be crazy to see what he'll actually do.
But I mean, I'm just saying they're Anunoby. Yeah, you're right. It takes out all the point guard stuff, but that's a pretty
Yeah,
realistic skill set for him to have. Is that defense, corner threes, some easy little pull ups, just be super tenacious all the time.
yeah.
If I could give him
We'll
the
see. I
OB
don't know, but
OG Anunoby badges, I would.
I probably, I think they're the second best team in the East, and against the West, I probably would put them like in the league. Probably put them in a top 5 contender, top 5, top 6. When you put in the chemistry, how much their star players are going to be playing, and just how well they overperform. Now, do I think they're a top 5 best team in the league? No, but in terms of what like playoff time comes around, who do I want? That's probably what I do.
I mean, you got Denver, OKC, and Minnesota, and Boston as one, two, as just 4 teams right away. So the Knicks are 5th at
Yeah,
best.
that's what I put. I mean, like, do the
I mean,
Mavs
who?
have 2 top better players? Maybe, but
What does Orlando look like this year? Paolo, Franz shooting
Orlando?
better.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Anthony Black.
Orlando? I don't know about
Get some
Orlando.
Anthony Black
We
minutes.
hope Franz shoots better. Oh, yikes.
Jalen Suggs, another year of more confidence. I think the
Yeah, we'll
East might be
see.
secretly tough this year. I think, should I say it
Yeah.
now? I think the East might be harder than the West. Pause.
The East is going to be harder than the West? No, no. Because once you get down to the bottom teams, like bottom, and I mean bottom, I mean like 7, 8 place.
Miami healthy.
It's
Miami with whatever they get for Jimmy Butler.
over
Miami
the
with Austin
Lakers.
Reeves.
Okay, Austin Reeves is not leaving.
My
It
is
doesn't,
Bron
yeah.
is Bronny in any trade? What if they have to trade for Jimmy Butler or some superstar and they're like, well, we will take Bronny back.
I'm dead. I mean, the Heat, yeah, the Heat are down there. Yeah, we'll see. The
Atlanta's going
Heat,
to
the
be bad.
Bulls,
I mean, you got
Cleveland.
Atlanta, Brooklyn, between Atlanta, Brooklyn, Washington, Chicago,
Yeah.
Detroit. Yeah.
Compared to the West, where you're dealing with like Zion, Aaron Fox, Stephen Curry, the
Well, yeah,
Rockets,
next year you
Grizzlies
might
are going to be a
have,
lot better.
next year, let's say it's Warriors, Jazz, Blazers, Clippers.
Hmm,
Hmm, spicy.
interesting.
Speaking of the Pelicans, though,
What happened?
DeJounte Murray,
Oh,
the,
DeJounte Murray
the trade you
got
broke to
traded.
me right
Got
before we
traded.
started
Yeah, you
recording.
broke to me.
No, you told me.
Yeah, no, they right now. Sorry, I'm reading a crazy story from Noah Vonleh about the Shanghai Sharks like breaking into his room.
Wait, what's happening?
So I guess they haven't paid him part of his playoff bonus, and they still haven't even paid him for his being paid this past season. And then I guess they sent Shanghai Sharks sent his agents warnings that he wasn't showing up to practice because he left the team because he was injured. Um, and then I guess they terminated his contract, and then um, yeah, he was at practice every day, so they shouldn't have broken his and terminated his contract. And then I guess there was the All Star game, and then I guess the GM tried to get him back on the team to be at the All Star game, um, but he didn't want to do it. And then he got back to the hotel after going to one of the games, and the GM wanted to cancel his hotel. And then there was like six people trying to like break into his room and threaten him, and like it was, I don't know, bro.
Breaking an entry?
Yeah, I
You
guess
got
we can't
robbed?
send people to Shanghai Sharks anymore.
Wait, the Shanghai Sharks
Also,
have hitmen? Is that what you're saying?
maybe. Also, looks like Dalton Connect will have number four, Connect four.
No way.
That's what I'm saying right now.
Bruh.
I don't know. How are these rookies getting these single digit numbers? Like, how is Bronny getting number nine? Like, what are we doing?
Is LeBron
The
6? Is that
rookies
going to be
don't get
weird?
the nice number. All right. Anyway, what was the question you were asking me? You were asking me about the Knicks,
Wait, how did you find that
or
Vonleh story?
it was on like Bleacher Report. Here, I'll send it to you.
Wait, what were you doing on Bleacher Report?
I was just on Instagram. I was looking. I was looking at stuff. Oh, we were talking about the trade. So to the Hawks are trading DeJounte Murray to the Pelicans for Larry Nance Jr. I think I saw Lydell, Dyson Daniels, and a couple first rounders. So the rich just got richer with the Pelicans. Um, I think just continuing to build that depth. I think I'm a little surprised that we're still have what's his face, freaking um Brandon Ingram still on the team, but
Hmm.
I guess
True.
Julius Randle also still on his team, so you can't kick everyone out. But
A Hawks Pelicans deal without Brandon Ingram involved.
yeah, I guess Lydell wasn't, but DeJounte Murray for Larry Nance, Dyson Daniels, 2025 first rounder and 2027 first round pick. It was more of a swap, but yeah. What do you think? I mean, 2 years of Murray and Trey Young, pretty much nothing going, and now he's off to Pelicans. Are you happy for him? Sad, mad?
Am I happy? I guess I am kind of happy for him. It'll be fun for him to be with Zion. But
Yeah,
not only is it interesting that they didn't give up Brandon Ingram, isn't it kind of interesting that they gave up Dyson Daniels? Like for
Yeah.
Murray specifically, feels like those guys are kind of similar in their skill sets, where defense,
Mm.
bigger, playmaker, but not really a shooter. So is that just more of a instant thing? Are they just speeding up? They're
I
just
mean, they're probably keeping him for a bigger trade, a bigger deal, because they're probably expecting one of these bigger stars to be available, and Brandon Ingram would carry more weight. So I guess they're just waiting on a
I'm just talking about them giving up
bigger
Dyson
star.
Daniels.
Yeah,
I kind of like
I
Dyson
guess why
Daniels.
they didn't give up Brandon Ingram, but yeah, Dyson Daniels. I mean, he's been pretty good, but it seemed like there's still some ways to go in terms of development. And this team definitely seems like they're trying to move up their timeline. They're starting to compete now, like every team is apparently. So
Him next to Trey though is nice. Dyson Daniels,
yeah, it'll
good
be
defense back
interesting.
there.
Do you think it's a better pairing than him and DeJounte Murray, or
Well,
Trae Young and DeJounte Murray?
he's not going to be as I don't want to use the word demanding, but he's probably going to be able to take a little. He's going to take a backseat to Trey Young a little bit easier than DeJounte Murray did.
Yeah.
And they recouped some of the picks that they lost. So that's good for them.
Mm.
At least they have direction now between the two stars. They're able to keep Trey Young, which I mean, he seems like a popular guy around there. So, they keep the fan favorite.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll see. We'll, we'll see. I'm really excited though for the Pelicans because they just continue to get quality two-way players.
Wait, what Instagram post are you looking at right now?
But could you hear it or version?
Who would you rather have between the two guys, Murray or Daniels?
Definitely DeJounte. Definitely Murray.
Long term too, upside.
Yeah, I mean, we were looking at some of the stats. Like he's a surprisingly productive player. I think we're looking like he's the only player with 25 and 5 besides Doncic in the last 3 seasons. Um, he had only him and Jokic had 1,500 points, 200 assists, 200 steals, or something like that. But like, he's a surprisingly productive player. I think he's just around, sadly, a black hole like Trae Young, who continues to show why I guess players can't really play with him, which is kind of sad considering how exciting this team looked on its Eastern Conference Finals run.
Hopefully he gets more minutes too, Daniels in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Daniels and Jalen Johnson as a duo is kind of nice.
Mm.
Richarche,
Recharge,
that's a
yeah.
new
They're
big three in
turning the
Atlanta.
clock back a little bit. I think this year they're definitely going to be seeing, can we be fine without Trae Young? Because it has been interesting to see them play more and more
Mm,
minutes without him. So I don't think Trae Young is the future of this team anymore. Like
they're preparing.
obviously, they're not building for Trae Young.
It is a nice team. It is nice that this team still is able to, I think, fit nice around him. I think Daniels is a good
Yeah,
player for him.
but don't be surprised if he gets traded. Trae Young goes to the Lakers or wherever.
They'll just call the Pelicans back and do the Brandon Ingram Trey Young trade.
Maybe, maybe I don't know. Definitely doesn't feel like the right team for him though. All righty. You ready to get into the corners?
Piercing truth.
Yes, sir.
Did you have anything for piercing truth this week
Yeah, I had some last minute stuff pop up on my feed.
from the feed?
Um, yeah, did you see Heinz is releasing an every sauce?
Whoa,
So they're
pivot.
releasing a sauce that has burger sauce, garlic sauce, aioli sauce, smoky barbecue, sweet chili, chip sauce, saucy sauce, mayoracha sauce, mayo must sauce, truffle mayo sauce, garlic caramelized onion mayo, curry ketchup, pickle ketchup. and smoky bacon ketchup. So they're saying they're releasing in every sauce a bottled mixture of their 14 most beloved sauces. And there's a dedicated website. So saying it's for
Wow.
the truly obscured.
It's a gold bottle and everything.
Only 100 sauces, only 100 bottles, and these will be offered exclusively to winners of an online lottery.
Whoa, can we sign up for this lottery?
I guess so.
How do I sign up?
We got 14 flavors of honey sauces before GTA 6. Um,
Wait, so is it going to
let's see.
cost more because it has all of the sauces in it?
Well, the only people who will be able to buy it, I don't know how that works. I guess so, but they're mass producing it though. The only people who could buy it are people who win an online lottery. But the secondhand market will be interesting considering there's only 20 or going to be only 100 of these. So
Now, I get again, I get what they're doing here with putting every sauce into the thing, but I don't know, maybe some of the wording of some of these sauces, like they've got a so 3 ingredients in a row. They've got a mayo, 3 out of 4, they got mayo racha, mayo must,
yeah.
truffle mayo,
Mm-hmm.
and onion mayo. So I mean, they just put in 4 different. I mean, just put all the ingredients in one mayo, and then and then put them in. Maybe I'm
Yeah.
overthinking it a
No, it's
little bit,
pretty
but
dumb.
I mean, I don't know. Is it just like just put mustard? I guess. I mean, what is the point of putting
Yeah.
mayo mustard? Is it just
I
are
don't
they
get that. Mayo
trying to do
must.
like more elevated sauces?
Yeah, I mean these are supposed to be their favorite most the fans' favorite sauces. Just
These are their
all into
gourmet
one. So
sauces.
yeah.
Do you want to do
So
a
now you
quick?
don't have to buy every individual bottle.
Do you want to do a quick ranking of these sauces?
I haven't had like any of them, so
I know, but just like what which ones
no.
sound the best? I haven't had any of these either, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't.
But like
I mean, I guess we could guess.
smoky bacon
That
A's
doesn't
does
sound
not sound
horrible.
bad.
That sounds pretty good. Let's see here.
What is chip sauce?
Yeah, I don't know. That's the thing. Like some of these sauces, I'm like, what?
Wait, is garlic? Oh, garlic and caramelized onion mayo. I got you. I got you. So see, there they did it. They did a nice combination into one, and the smoky bacon ketchup. I guess the smoky bacon mayonnaise sounds a little bit better. No, sauce
You
sticks.
know, that's crazy. These sauces are crazy, man. Crazy. Would you buy?
Yeah, I would get this for
You
sure.
try?
I'm a sauceman all the way. I put
Mm,
sauce on everything. Pause. So, I mean, especially an exclusive high end sauce. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't. I feel like I wouldn't be able to call myself a fan if I didn't try it.
yeah. Okay. No,
Sweet chili.
I'm good. I don't need that.
Wait, you wouldn't even try it?
I would try it, but I wouldn't buy it.
Well, you got to buy it to try it.
Well, do you?
You
I
gotta
mean,
you
yeah,
gotta live on
you
the
can try from a
edge.
friend. I'm saying like if there's a friend who has it, I get it. I'll try some, but I'm not gonna be sitting in the online lottery being like, oh my gosh.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna be waiting on the edge of my seat, but it would be a nice snack for sure.
Yeah.
I'd only be able to use it at special events because it's just this limited bottle.
Mm,
I wonder how long
that's
it lasts
interesting.
though for. I might have to use it
Yeah,
up.
the interesting part. Oh yeah. Also, did you want to do a quick draft of the select team, USA Select?
Oh, let me pull it up quick. Wait, set it
I
up.
forgot. I completely forgot.
Did you want to set it up quick?
Oh, what do you mean? Or do
Did you
you
want to
need
explain
the
did you want to
roster?
explain what we were doing?
Oh, what we're drafting? Oh, yeah, we're drafting. So we're doing the draft for the next 5 to 10 years of the Team USA select team that will be practicing with the Olympic team in Paris. This mostly came up because Cooper Flag has been selected for the select team, so he will be getting reps against the top players in the world. So a lot of young players on this select team, and just wanted to do a quick draft, a little quick check in on where we are at with a lot of these players. Also, I thought Nigel Hayes was British.
Because his name's Nigel.
Yeah, it was definitely Nigel, but I thought he was British or Canadian. I did not think it was American.
So you said we're doing
So,
next 5 to 10 years
yeah, I mean,
future draft projected out.
yeah, I guess this is future draft, like high ceiling guys. We got
Okay.
quick read of who's here: Jalen Duran, Cooper Flag, Langston Galloway, Nigel Hayes, Trace Jackson Davis, Jaime Hawkins, Brandon Miller, Trey Murphy, Keegan Murray, Brandon Pajemski, Micah Porter, Peyton Pritchard, Jabari Smith, Jalen Suggs, and Amen Thompson. Shout out Micah Porter for making the roster. I had to look up who he was. Two-way player, OKC Thunder.
Who's taking the first pick?
I'll give it to you. I started, but
Now I got to make the tough choices. Okay. It is a future draft. A lot of young guys here, obviously. And I think, I mean, even based on the age of these guys, I still think it would be fair to take the one who was the highest draft pick, but I think he still is also the highest upside guy on this list. I'll go Brandon Miller.
wow. So you're picking Brandon Miller over Flag or Hawkins.
True. I guess I wasn't really, the Cooper Flag thing didn't register. This is the first time I'm looking at the list of guys. So yeah, I guess I'm okay with passing on Cooper Flag for Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller's good.
Okay. Yeah, he's good. He's good. Is he like a number one option on a title team? Good. I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know.
Cooper
More
Flag
talent.
is in high school still. I mean,
Yeah, number one pick overall probably next year.
Brandon Miller was
I'm
number 2
going
in the Wemby draft.
Yeah, yeah. No, Brandon Miller's really good. I guess I have the tough choice of Peyton Pritchard or Jalen Suggs. No, I'm kidding. I'm going Cooper Flag. Going Cooper Flag with number 2. I just like his size. I really do think Cooper Flag has the potential to be something really great. Maybe the best white American player since Larry Bird. Maybe back.
Is Pazemski American? Can we claim him?
My point stands.
Pazemski's a role guy. He's played more NBA minutes than Flag.
Yeah, exactly.
No, Flag, you're right. Flag easily, if Flag was number 1 on this list, I mean, I have watched a little bit of Cooper Flag, but it's been a minute. And I mean, if you were wanting to make the case for him as the number 1 guy on this list, that's totally fair. I'm still okay with taking Brandon Miller though. And you took Cooper Flag. I'm okay with,
I get it.
I like my 1-2 combo. I'll take Trey Murphy.
That's a good one.
I kind of think
one. I was hoping you didn't see him.
Yeah, I know the list. I registered on the NBA guys for sure. I would rather have my 1-2 combo than Cooper Flag and anybody you're gonna pick here. Maybe Cooper Flag is that good. I'm still thinking of Cooper Flag in high school, but maybe he in NBA terms 4 or 5 years from now, he might be just way better than all these guys.
Exactly. We're gonna be like, oh my gosh, he was on Team USA, and him being here is just gonna help. No, I agree. I'd rather take Brandon Miller and Trey Murphy than Cooper Flag and anyone else. But that's why, I was picking second. So, I would. I'm gonna go with Keegan Murray. I like him
sneaky
more
pick.
as an NBA, a modern NBA player. I like his shooting. He's shown some big shooting upside. He's huge. He had 40 points in the playoffs. So he's shown some flashes, and he's an Iowa guy. So shout out. So Cooper Flag and Keegan Murray, and I think they play great together. They're both really big. I mean, yeah, your team is going to be good defensively, but my guys are just monsters. I mean, geez, imagine trying to get a layup over Keegan Murray or Cooper Flag. Like, these guys are huge, forwards, and I'm always a big fan of big forwards. But you got huge forwards too.
And Cooper Flag is a very connected basketball player as well, too. Same as Keegan Murray. So you got good ball movement with your team. I'm going to go, I would say, a little off the board, but I like the way the rest of I feel like I just want this guy in my team. So I'm okay with getting a couple other guys regardless. I'm going to take Jabari Smith.
Oh, I thought about that.
I just, now that I have Murphy as the ball handler, Miller as that ball handler, I don't want to say too much about the rest of the list, but I don't feel like he has to necessarily be the third guy because he's my third pick. I just like the skill set that he brings to the team. And I like his size and versatility with these two guys as well. I like the lineup that I'm building.
I do like that. I do feel like, Jabari Smith, I will say he has been a little underperforming. He would say he has been a little underperforming.
I think he said it.
Yeah, he himself has said he's a little underperforming. So, we'll have to see if he can continue to come around now.
Maybe he plays really a little center?
And it's tough on the team that he's playing with. So, he can't really play center when
on my team
player can't shoot threes. On your team, yeah. No, he'll definitely be a lot better on your team than the Rockets. I don't know. I don't know. For some reason, I've never been a fan of Brandon Miller. I probably need to go watch some film, come around on it. It is weird to see Jaime Jaquez keep falling here, but
there's only two of us, so it's easy to slide in this draft.
I know. I gotta go with Pods.
Respect, that's a tough one. That hurts.
Just the respect you have to have from the Warriors to allow you to be getting that many minutes on that veteran of a team to get those shots. He's got to be a dog. And my team, we need a ball handler. We need a creator, initiator, someone to bring the ball down the court with these two forwards. And so I really like my team. Two-way, maybe there's some questions, on the defensive side with Pods. But in terms of offense, in terms of being a shooter, in terms of taking open threes, he comes up the court, gets it to Cooper. If you want to help off Pods, he's going to hit it. So, and then you got Keegan Murray sitting in the corner, or you can take the ball and dunk it. I'm just saying, I like my team. I'm taking Pods.
And in all honesty as well, too, part of the reason the Warriors' negotiations with Klay Thompson are going the way that they are is because they have Podziemski. If the Warriors didn't have another option besides Klay Thompson, if Klay Thompson was their best bet, then, they would obviously be more willing to bring him back. But Podziemski is better than Klay Thompson.
Yeah.
Right now.
Straight up. It's tough, but it is true.
I think it's almost fair to say. Yeah. You put me in a tough spot because you're naming names, and I think you're eyeing guys that I'm eyeing as well,
you gotta take Pritchard already.
Well, I don't know if you can trick me into that, but
hey, the half-court threes weren't getting you. Two of them in a final series.
True. If he's still there with my sixth pick and I can sub him in just for the end of quarters, then I'll definitely do it. But I feel like if I leave Jaquez on the board, you're going to take Jaquez with this next pick. So I'm going to take Jaquez.
That's crazy. Yeah, I was. Yeah, no, that's a good pickup. Your team's huge.
Because you were hating on MJ earlier, I've decided to take only initials M and J. I've got Miller, Murphy, Jabari,
Brandon. Let's see here. There's like 2 or 3 players worth picking up left. And it's mostly between there's 2 players I'm kind of
Well, I don't know if you want to start saying all the names.
2 players to me. What, you're gonna take Micah Porter?
I get nervous.
I'm gonna take Jalen. I'm gonna take Jalen Suggs.
Oh,
have a bunch of dogs in the backcourt.
That's who I was deciding between.
I was considering Raymond Thompson, but I haven't seen enough development from him. Now I know it's 5 to 10 years. Actually, no, I'm gonna take Raymond Thompson. You know what? It's 5 to 10 years. We're looking for ceiling. Jalen Suggs, yes, he's a great defender, but his shooting is kind of atrocious. I don't know how much better he can get compared to Raymond Thompson, who's like a top 5 athlete in the world. Like, just look at his athleticism. Like, I'd rather have the bigger canvas of Amen Thompson to paint with than Jalen Suggs, who's undersized and can't shoot. Great defense, great season. Shout out to him for bringing it back. Amen Thompson is like a top 3 athlete in the league, and I don't think it's really close.
He's the best athlete on this list?
I mean, just watching him play, it's crazy. Now, it's
I guess
really
Trey Murphy
raw,
was in the dunk
but
contest.
we're talking 5 to 10 years. Yeah. Still.
So was Hawkes.
We're talking, we said 5 to 10 years. We're not saying they're playing tomorrow, so. I'm gonna take Amen Thompson.
Wow.
You know, and I think he has some ball handling skills. I think, you know, put Cooper Flag at the 2, big 2. Or Keegan Murray.
You're gonna PJ Carlissimo Cooper Flag? Put him at the 2 guard. That was my next pick. That hurts. My lineup would have been pretty crazy if I had Amen Thompson in there. You did leave Suggs on. You left Suggs on the board, so I'm gonna take Suggs.
So I have Pods, Amen Thompson.
Wait. Let's keep drafting.
Keegan Murray.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I'm just keeping track of who we have just to see who we have, because now we're in a different tier of the draft. And then you have.
Don't worry, Nigel. You're coming up.
Brandon Miller, Trey Murphy, Jalen Suggs, and Jaime Hawkes, right?
I feel like your team got back in it with the Amen Thompson pick, so I want to keep going up.
Oh, you got Jabari Smith too. You got Jabari. Okay.
Yeah.
So left on the board is Jalen Duren, Langston Galloway, Nigel Hayes, Trace Jackson Jr., Michael Porter, and Peyton Pritchard.
Yeah.
Okay. Jeez. I think Jalen Duren has definitely shown more upside. I think he'd be someone good off the bench, a gritty guy inside. I'll take him over Trace Jackson Jr. or Trace Jackson Davis. Getting them boards. He had a couple double-doubles this past season.
I wanted to keep drafting to get Duren, so I guess that plan didn't work out. Do I put you in a tough spot and take a guy and try to make you take a guy? I think I'm going to take
you.
I'm going to take Pritchard here.
Wow. Over Trace Jackson Jr. Well, I guess you have no guards.
I have Suggs. I have Suggs, and I have Hawkes, and I have Murphy.
Hawkes is not a guard. Maybe Murphy might be, yeah. Suggs
Hawkes can initiate.
Yeah. Okay, so you're taking Pritchard?
You can take Trace Jackson Davis if you want.
How good is Langston Galloway? Isn't he decent?
He's had a long Team USA run.
Langston, is he still in the league? Josh, 2 points. All right, he was teammates with. Oh gosh, he was in Italy. Jeez Louise. All right, I'm at 2 points in Italy. Guys. I'm gonna take Trace Jackson Jr.
You did it. You actually did it. You played my hand.
Well, yeah. I mean, unless you want Michael Porter, 2-way player. I don't even know where Nigel Hayes is at.
Yeah, I'm taking Porter. Porter's gonna have to be my center on this team, but we'll make it work. Well,
I'm just taking Nigel Hayes because he's somewhat younger, I think.
Somehow I lost the draft. It is what it is.
Yeah, he's like 3 years younger. No, read your team off. I don't know if you lost the draft.
I got Brandon Miller, Trey Murphy, Jabari Smith, Jaime Hawkes, Jalen Suggs, Peyton Pritchard, Michael Potter.
Potter, yeah.
You have Cooper Flag, Keegan Murray, Brandon Pajemski, Amen Thompson, Jalen Duren, Trace Jackson Davis, and Nigel Hayes.
Yeah. I think, yeah. I don't know. We'll see. I think my team definitely has a higher ceiling. I just don't trust Brandon Miller's high ceiling compared to Cooper Flag.
It's fair. It's fair. I wasn't totally locked in to start, but
yeah, I don't know. Brandon Miller is a little scary.
Again, I feel great about it.
We'll see.
Hawkes,
yeah. But I was like, his scoring is sneaky low. Like he's a good initiator.
But I was thinking of him as bigger. I was basically just thinking of him as bigger Pajemski.
Yeah, but he doesn't shoot though. Okay.
He will. He'll get there.
Yeah,
We'll
maybe.
make him run drills. We'll put up the cones.
You're not leaving this court till you hit 103.
Hawkes gets the cones.
32% from three. You know, that's one season, but we'll see. Pods definitely look better. And plus, I have Cooper Flag and what's his face? A couple of the players. They'll help him.
You're definitely
They'll
gonna
help
really
him.
love watching your team. You love all these guys.
Oh, I love all of them.
Except
I
maybe
only
Trace
one I
Jackson Davis.
really yeah, he can kick rocks. The only one I'm really sad about missing out on is Trey Murphy. Would you take a trade
I was just gonna propose a trade.
for Amon Thompson for Trey Murphy?
I'll take Amen Thompson and TDJ for Murphy and Potter.
Oh,
TJD.
TJG, TJG. I'd take it. I'd take that deal.
Yeah,
I
I think
would
I'd
do
do
that
that
deal.
deal.
You could take TJG, TJD, whatever his goofy stuff. I just love Trey Murphy's stats. I don't know. Amon Thompson's ceiling is crazy high though.
I know. I feel that I have Brandon Miller, Amen Thompson, Jabari Smith, Hawkes, Suggs. It's fun. It's a fun team. Fast.
It's fun for him.
It's a fun change of pace between Amen Thompson and Jaime Hawkes. It'll be an interesting dynamic.
That's true.
Thompson and Jabari Smith reunited. Did you have any other food stuff on
Bryce
Piercing
really.
Truth?
Food? No, not really. I just
Oh.
also just now. It looks like Bryce thinks his dad would be too old to play with him. He'd be 42.
Oh, he's giving up hope.
We'll see.
Or maybe he's trying to inspire his dad. Is he thinking 2 steps
I
ahead?
know. Talking smack.
his dad's gonna be like, I gotta prove my son wrong.
Yeah. Who knows? What was your question? No, I didn't have any other food ones. Did you see the debate at all yesterday?
I didn't even know there was a debate until today.
Yikes.
And then I saw one clip of it where Biden had like a sentence trail off and Trump was like, I don't even know what he just said.
Yeah, we killed. Yeah, exactly. Or where he said we killed.
And then Biden just kind of looks over at him and it's just not good all the way around. It was a tough debate.
Yeah.
From the 4-second clip that I saw, I guess that was a tough 4-second clip.
Let's just say that poor Biden definitely let's just say he lost just because of his presentation wasn't great.
Oh, you're giving him
It
the
doesn't
L?
really matter what he was saying. Yeah, a lot of people were giving him the L. He just looked really sickly. I mean, there was people Democrats today trying to get rid of him, trying to kick him out, get someone else in there. And it's like, I mean, my governor, I guess I can say now, Gavin Newsom, is definitely doing a push, but it's definitely for next selection, next cycle.
If he's got a shot, yeah. It's a little surprising that if they were going to replace him, that they waited this long because I don't know. Did they not think that the debates were going to did they need the public? I don't know. The public has been watching this whole time. So it'd be confusing if they just decided to pivot at this point in June.
Well, it's because Biden knew he was losing in the polls and he wanted to do a debate. And he was the one who wanted like the muted mics and everything, just to pretty much do a Hail Mary. And it really backfired. It really backfired.
Biden can't throw a Hail Mary.
Exactly. He might not even be able to say one.
His Hail Marys just get swatted.
It's just ridiculous. Also, shout out. Man, I just saw the stat that the Celtics won more games in the playoffs than the Pistons did all season.
Yikes. That trade isn't official yet. You can switch it for Duren, TDJ for Duren.
I'm good. I am just fine. I guess we could do really quick Frisbee corner. UFA is continuing to chug. I was
Wait, I have
wrong.
a piercing
The
truth real
Minnesota.
quick.
Okay. You throw yours out.
Well, I don't know if you saw this clip that's been going around. Everybody's seen it. Have you seen the Hawk 2 chick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hawk Tua.
Hawk Tua. Tua
It's funny
Tagovailoa?
seeing some of the Hawkeyes using it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like our new thing, our new logo.
Wait, your new
Or
logo is
no,
what?
the Iowa Hawk Tuas.
Who are the Hawk 2s? The Frisbee team?
No, just like Iowa in general. I saw like Iowa University of Iowa memes or something.
People are calling us the Hawk 2s?
Yeah.
That feels disrespectful.
I don't know.
I guess us, the state, not us, the school. I should clarify quick.
Let me see if there's an Iowa chill or you Iowa meme.
Oh, so it was Frisbee. Oh, no, Iowa Chill's not Frisbee.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Minnesota Chill's Frisbee. Wind Chill, that's Frisbee.
Yeah, wind chill, yeah. Shout out the U Iowa. Frisbee, it's kind of crazy. Our team, the U Iowa meme page, it's popping off.
Are you a
Maybe it
Hawk
was the
Tua
Iowa
kind of
chill.
guy? Do you like a strong Hawk
No
Tua?
comment. No comment.
You're gonna keep your Hawk Tua info to yourself? Your Hawk Tua
We're
life?
definitely gatekeeping Hawk Tour stuff. My Hawk Tour life. What you got? You got anything you care to share?
Let us behind the curtain in on Sam's Hawk Tua.
Yeah. Why don't you be the first? Be the leader. Lead by example.
Well, I'm not married.
Well, you don't have to be married. Yeah.
That's Sam's hot take for the pod.
You don't have to be married. Heck, you only need a couple dollars.
Maybe not for a Hawk Tua. You might need a few more.
Sure.
Or is Hawk Tua a few less?
You're right. Inflation these days.
Do you have to charge?
Too high. You need to cut it.
I'm thinking the initial might be cheaper, but the Hawk Tua part itself. I'm thinking you're paying extra for the Hawk Tua, not necessarily the Bronny, James.
Interesting.
Sam's just super quiet during all the Hawk Tua talk.
The Jamal Murray treatment.
Oh, the Furry Murray. Did you see that clip of the fans courtside yelling at Jamal Murray about that?
Oh, really?
They were heckling him.
Oh, gosh.
It was crazy. It was one of the few clips where I'm not one of the few, but there's a couple of clips where you see a fan say something and you're like, oh, maybe the player should say something to that guy. Like, maybe do we have to call a timeout and let the player like throw hands with this fan? Like that was actually fighting words.
Get in there, fight him, beat him up.
Like, you actually can we call a technical foul on this fan? Like, that's out of line,
gosh.
out of pocket. You can't be yelling about some player's chick's Hawk Tua in the middle of a game.
That's some Russell Westbrook stuff. Yeah.
Wait, remind me about the Westbrook stuff.
Into the crowd. Well, there was like one time he was pointing someone out in the crowd. Security, like, he stopped again and was like, get him right there.
Yeah, that was against the Jazz, I think. It's a Jazz fan.
Yeah.
Which would be an
Not
early draft pick for fans whose fans most likely to get kicked out of a game. Not necessarily for
Probably
being
number one. Is that the runaway favorite?
Well, see, there's
Boston's fighting for that one.
Yeah, because like Boston, you get the rowdiness. Like Utah might not have the rowdiness. They're just like vicious. They just say mean things.
Yeah.
But Boston, you get everybody, they're boozed up. Yeah. Maybe it's just like they get kicked out for being overserved. So I feel like
Philly's a two-way threat.
Exactly. Philly might be the secret number. Philly might be the number one.
They'll do it to both teams. Now, Rockets I've heard fans are also really protective of their team.
Rockets fans, well, if they were protected, they'd probably show up a little bit more. But was it Doc Rivers that was saying that Philly fans like even affect their own team? I guess maybe not just Doc Rivers. Everybody was saying that, but
Yeah, I mean, Philly fans boo their own team a lot.
it's like this is crazy. This is brutal. What are you guys doing to us?
A two-way threat. That's hilarious.
No, but this Hawk Tuah chick has been crazy because I've been thinking about now, like, I mean, we're over halfway through the year, like what the biggest moments of the year have been, just from like a entertainment standpoint. And this is definitely gonna be one of them. But if it's like what the other ones have been as well too, where you got like the beef and you got the Cat Williams thing, like we haven't really had a movie or like a movie or TV thing like that be at the center of the culture. And I don't know of a year where that's happened. Maybe the COVID year, but I don't even know if that counts. But like even last year where movies and stuff like weren't as, I don't want to say as relevant, but like we still had the Barbenheimer whole thing. So like, I mean, maybe the biggest cultural moment was a movie moment. And I know movies have been losing, I guess, their importance over the last couple of years. But I mean, we're to the point now where like I don't even want to say that they're not capable of having cultural moments because they just happened last year. But it's like the level that they have to get to now for a movie to become a big deal. Like a movie can't even become more popular than this Hawk Tuah chick.
Oh my gosh. Inside Out too can. It's been crazy.
That is true. Maybe Inside Out. Maybe it's just me. Am I just tapped out on the movie thing?
Yeah, it might be you, bro.
Maybe is it live action studios? Is the take?
I don't know. Yeah.
It's just been crazy. That's like, what's the year of 2024? It's Cat Williams, Drake, and Hawk Tuah.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, I think there's definitely a difference between the cultural references and like entertainment, you know. I mean, I think like what actually stuck in people's minds. But I think Inside Out, I've seen a lot more stuff because of the creativity and the kind of feelings that were there. I think a lot more people are using them. Like anxiety, I've seen a lot more anxiety stuff. It's popped up. And then I heard also that apparently they were only going to do shame and guilt as the new ones, but that got too depressing.
Yeah, if you have just shame and guilt, that for a kids movie, it's a little crazy.
Because then you're just sad the whole time.
It's a little crazy for an adults movie. I kind of want the good emotions there. I want to feel good too.
Yeah. Well, they were all kicked out, but at least with anxiety, you have that energy. You know, there's some energy. It can keep it somewhat upbeat in terms of like the speed that stuff is going, instead of like shame and guilt, where you're like you feel bad and then you're sad, and then you get people thinking about like real stuff instead of like anxiety, where you're like it's real, but you know you can also make it light somewhat.
That might be the hardest shutdown that Sam's ever had, is just being like, no, actually Inside Out 2 is just like crushing every movie movie record currently. I forgot you sent me a stat earlier today about it. It's already outgrossed the other one. Is that right?
Yeah.
Maybe the other one just wasn't as popular in the theaters.
Well, I think it's just this one also speaks to more people, like people without kids, people who are just walking on the street, you know, single people. You know, the first one was a lot more of like a kids thing, you know, and yeah, I just think that the Inside Out 2 is just made for more people in general. It's a lot easier to market it, and a lot easier for people to stick. And then it's a lot easier to use it nowadays with, you know, with pictures and stuff, and people get it. Like when you have the orange figure and anything, you're like, oh, you're anxious about it.
Wait, one more thing quick on this Hawk Tuah chick, because again, everybody's just really obsessed with this clip that's been going around. Everybody's been so obsessed to the point that I walked in the studio the other day and I caught IT working on this project. Instead of like working on the other stuff, they were working on this side project Hawk Tuah chick thing.
Oh my gosh.
So I don't know.
What did you get IT doing about this whole walkthrough thing?
I don't know if you want me to play what IT was working on at all on the pod.
Oh gosh.
Do we need to play
Can we play it?
do we need to play the original Hawk Tuah video at all to set it up? Do you think do you think people
I don't know. It sounds like you got a whole plan here.
do we need context? No, I'm actually that was an honest question. Do I need to play the actual
I don't
video
know.
first?
It's your segment, bro. What do you got playing?
Segment? I'm not a segment. I just caught IT doing this thing and I was gonna play it,
Gosh.
but I was just before I played what IT was working on, do you think people will get it, or do you think I need to play what the video is first? Let me play the.
Well,
let me.
You have it.
Let me see if I still have it pulled up. I'll play it. There's a good chance
Okay.
There's a good chance IT still has it pulled up. Oh yeah, right under my tab for the Heinz sauce, everything sauce sweepstakes that I've got to sign up for a little bit later. Try to win my bottle of everything sauce.
Are you supposed to? It's true. I'm waiting.
Oh gosh.
She'll be back. Like I don't know.
Man, that's the whole video, huh?
Like my type, I don't have a type.
Do you know what makes you wifey material?
Be wifey?
Yeah.
Everything.
Everything?
Yeah.
Explain. What's everything?
I'm loyal. This is my wife. What makes me wifey material?
What makes her wifey material?
That fat you got.
For real, turn around. Let me see.
You fucking lying. You gotta go ahead, give us a go.
Can we have a 360? Can you give us a 360?
It's flat out, girl.
What, you think you can get him on the pod?
Can we get the Hawk Tuah chick?
You want a spicy one? What's one?
Who's the Hawk Tuah friend?
Go crazy every time?
One what?
I don't
What's one
know,
movie bad that make?
man. I think I saw this clip like once.
That you do.
This is weird.
That I do.
That makes a man go crazy every time.
Does not reply. In bed, Haley. Oh. This is for her. What? You gotta answer this. You gotta.
They're like so
What's one
drunk right
move
now.
in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
Oh, you gotta give him that Hawk Tuah and spit on that thing. You get me?
I don't get you. I think you got it.
Okay, so now everybody knows. Now everybody's caught up on Hawk Tuah. Just
I guess.
days.
Jeez.
Okay, so anyways, IT was working on this thing.
Oh gosh. I hope my parents aren't watching this episode. Mom, Dad, I did not approve any of this.
Do you think they made it this far? Will this be the test to find out?
I could tell. Yeah, this will be the test.
I know. We'll find out. We'll find out from who in my family listen to this. Well, my grandma's like, "What is Hawk Tuah?" It's like, "Oh, geez."
Oh, gee. We need to scale back.
Yeah, it's like, hey, maybe we shouldn't be listening anymore. Maybe I might have to block the pod on my grandma's Spotify.
Maybe we should put some concerns. What? So what did you cook up, Rem? What did you make here?
Okay, let's see what we got.
I'm concerned.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time? And you do.
What?
What? Did you make this?
That part gets me every time.
Did you cook this up?
Oh, he scratched his head at 30 seconds. Okay.
I'm wondering if you actually made it.
Bro, IT is up to no good these days. Holy cow.
Jeez, we need to release that, man. That's kind of a bop.
Is that our BBL jersey?
Maybe. This is what's gonna get us out the hood, man. This is what's gonna get us on the map.
It's like 95% done. The only thing it's missing is drums. We need Metro to add some drums.
Maybe 808. Put a little 808.
Metro, slide in the DMs. Help us out with the drums, please.
Help us out.
I think when we walked in on IT, that's what they were working on. If they didn't have to add the drums, they probably would have got it done quicker. But anyways, the Hawk Tuah obsession.
Yeah.
I don't know if it deserves the Kendrick Lamar Not Like Us encore. Play it 6 times and then the people are singing it walking out. But IT,
gosh.
What's going on? Is that the themes? Is that the new intro?
Maybe. It might. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Maybe the instrumental could be.
Okay, so you
It
just
sounds like a bop. It sounds like a bop.
shout out IT.
Shout out IT. No, I love it. I love it. It's
That
a
was all I
bop
had for
real.
Piercing Truth. Was I found this IT, but
No, IT killed it. We need it released. Rem and Sam Plus, maybe real Rem and Sam.
Follow Rem and Sam Plus for the official music video for When I Hawk 2.
Yeah. No, you gotta. That was pretty good. I will admit, for cooking it up at home, that was really good.
Does it sound like an actual song?
Yeah, it does. I thought you were about to say you just found it online.
No, I told you. IT was messing around.
I'm telling you, that was pretty good. You're cooking it up. You know who's not cooking it up though? The Alley Cats, sitting at 3 and 4.
Oh,
Almost the last place in the one place away from the last in Central Division. Also, shout out to the Detroit Mechanics finally making history after losing. I think it's 80 plus straight games. It was the longest streak of losing in 7 years of professional sports history. So I mean, someone had like more than a half decade career and lost the whole time, maybe. Could have. But after 7 plus years of losing, they finally won their first game, beating Pittsburgh Thunderbirds, the division rivals, and they finally have broken the streak. So we'll see if they can repeat that miraculous win. But yeah, Alley Cats right now 3 and 4, and it's not looking too good as people are starting to seal in their playoff berths. Yeah, spurs up.
what happened to Wettengale year 2?
I know.
Sophomore slump for Wettengale?
I don't know.
I haven't watched the Alley Cats. I think they're on YouTube in like a week or so.
Yeah.
Next Saturday?
Actually, I might be able to get you access if you really want to. I was bored one night and decided to maybe cough up $10, $11 per month.
Ooh. but they're streaming they stream those games on YouTube every week. So I think they're doing one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're doing one this weekend, yeah.
I don't think you need to. Yeah, I mean, you can slip me your login, but I think starting off with one game a week is a good stepping stone.
You don't want all of it? Just take. Let's see. Who is it? It's the.
Yeah, who is this week?
Oh, it's the big one. Salt Lake Shred at New York Empire.
Oh,
the big one. Yeah, New York. I think lost. I want to say. Let me see here.
YouTube.com/watchufa, right?
Yeah.
If you guys want to watch the Ultimate Frisbee matches, which are as a guy who can be honest about it. It sounds like a guy that's not being honest, but I mean they are fun to watch. Like a couple weeks ago sat down to just check one out and ended up watching the rest of the second half. It was the Minnesota wind chill, very entertaining offense, and I'll definitely be checking out this one as well too, because by the time this one's on, prelims for UFC 303 will probably be early underway. So definitely be able to check out the early part of this one before we get to the main event. If I watch Frisbee, you got to watch UFC this weekend.
Is it also streaming online for free?
I mean, depends. It can be.
If it is, I'll take a look.
There's
We'll
this
see.
one guy on
Also-
YouTube that streams just himself like eating a bag of chips while he watches the fight, and you can see the fight in the reflection on his mirror. And you can
I've
stream
seen
it.
those.
You can stream it that way if you want.
Yeah. Oh, also, last thing for Patient Truth, have you seen these people who are, like they say, it's, just raw dogging like the
Oh, I
flights,
was gonna bring that
where
up.
they just stare
I
at
forgot
the
about that.
flight
Yeah.
path all 14 hours? That's crazy.
How long could you raw dog a flight for? Which, again, to clarify, it's just flying with nothing, like like no entertainment.
Nothing. You're just sitting up looking at the flight path.
And that includes
People doing, like,
books.
double-digit hours. Mm-hmm.
That's like
Anything.
books, no
You're
notepads
just
to
staring
draw
at the
on.
screen.
You just sit there.
Or you fall asleep, I guess, because 14
Or
hours,
yeah.
you can't stay awake long.
Are you allowed to
could do
take
it.
night
I
calls?
was thinking about it. If I do it like if I do it for my trip back to home, like back to y'all, and I could do it for like an hour, 2 hours. If I was really locked in, like, shoot, if I really wanted to.
The thing about a flight is when you're flying, that's the only thing you can be doing. So it's not like you're just sitting at home for an hour on your couch doing nothing with that extra. Like there'd be that little added anxiety of I'm missing out of doing all these things. Whereas if you're flying, it's like, okay, well, I guess I just have to sit here. Like I'm sitting here for this next hour anyways. Just buckle down, get through it. But you're right. Even a 2, I don't want to sound like a kid, a child of this century, but a 2-hour flight, raw dog, brutal.
That's crazy.
That would be brutal.
No, it's very brutal. Very brutal. Really quick on
would you rather raw dog a chick and get her pregnant or raw dog the flight?
All right. The Copa America is still going on. USA right now fighting for their life. Won a game and then lost a game to Panama after one of their players got a red card early. So their last game is against Uruguay, the number 1 team in their division, who has won the competition a record 17 times and just beat their worst team in their group 5-0. So they're kind of hot. So they kind of got
5-0.
They beat Bolivia 5-0.
Domination.
So see how they do in this last game. They're fighting for their lives right now. And then over Euros, they are going to the knockout stage. So if you want to watch some really good soccer, tomorrow the defending champs are taking on Italy is taking on Switzerland, who has America, that first MLS player to score in the Euros, and Shaqiri. He's on Switzerland, going up against the defending champs. And then the host country, Germany, will be taking on Denmark. So 2 games, knockout stage. It's winner go home, I believe. Let me see. I'd be surprised if they weren't on Fox. Fox Sports.
I think you're right.
Sling TV.
Because we've been playing them in the restaurant.
Yeah. So you want to watch? Yeah, it's knockout stage tomorrow over in Europe. And tomorrow will be 2 really good games, as well as Sunday, England, Slovakia. Spain, Georgia will be my favorite noon Sunday. Georgia, first time they're in the competition, beat Ronaldo and Portugal to get through to the knockout stage in their last game, I believe, yesterday. And the team right now is fighting not only for on the court, but off court stuff, because the country is is low key getting closer to Russia and all that, and they're trying to fight that as usual. Russia and their sliminess. Then July 1st, probably the most talented game happens: France versus Belgium, 2 French-speaking countries. So there's a little extra rivalry there. Get mistaken for each other all the time. Portugal plays Slovenia also on Monday, and then the team I'm supporting, Netherlands, always been a fan of the Dutch, are taking on Romania. And lastly, Turkey, the upset team of the tournament, playing low-key the best soccer out of all, is taking on Austria. So big knockout rounds. It'll be real interesting to see who keeps going, because France-Belgium is huge, because either the best player in the world moves on, or Kevin De Bruyne, leader, pretty much MVP of the best team in the world, moves on. And Belgium, they've been like ranked number 1 in the year, and they keep underperforming. So it's either or. It's crazy that they meet in the round of 16.
Who's playing against Georgia in that matchup?
Spain.
I will be rooting for Spain.
Has
Zaza Pachulia is from Georgia, and he stepped on Kawhi's ankle in 2016 and put the Spurs dynasty on hold. Then again,
are you serious?
Led to Wemby, and maybe it all worked out in the end, but go Spain.
Wow, Zaza Pachulia from Georgia. That's a deep reach.
I know everything about Zaza Pachulia.
Uh-oh. How old is he?
40.
What's his kid's name? Oh, God. What is he doing right now? He's a basketball op consultant for the Warriors right now.
Yeah. Right now, he's actually overseas.
Oh, he's playing overseas?
No, he's just on vacation overseas. He's just back visiting family.
Okay.
Nah.
You're gonna keep moving on.
He's currently in a Walmart in Portugal on the coast.
Mm-hmm. Oh, gee. I thought you were serious for a second. It was family. I'm like, oh, geez.
I keep tabs on Zaza Pachulia wherever he goes.
Never forget, huh?
Never. No. Yeah, that's what my never forget slogan.
Imagine he has to redirect one of his flights to San Antonio, and he's just fighting for his life. It's like an action movie.
No.
He barely gets out with his life.
He's gonna have to DD Cooper and just jump out the plane. DB Cooper.
Yeah, actually. Something Cooper. I know what you're talking about.
Loki.
All right. Also, shout out Pura Vida. Bracelets are great. Shout out BETSTAMP. Get all your betting needs. Check out all the options at BETSTAMP. And for anyone looking for a sports book in Iowa, check out DRF SPORTSBOOK. The homies, Iowa only. Anything else you want to shout out, Rem, or get in there?
Shout out the Hawk Tuah girl. Call in next week if you want. Phones are open.
Yeah, we gotta release the song for real.
Rem and Sam on YouTube. Stay tuned. Maybe it'll be up there.